The lesson that immediately came to mind is that all of us have promises from God. We are richer than many times we think ourselves to be. Hello, dear friends. Those of you who watch me regularly know that my intent is to bring a story, sometimes an allegory, but most of the time a true story, and try to derive as many lessons as we possibly can, and most of the time one basic lesson from each of those stories. And one that came to mind today that I want to share with you is a very true story. Many years ago, I don't know how many, when in Scotland, a gentleman who had been saving for many years enough money to make a transatlantic journey from his native Scotland to the United States of America to seek a new and better life here. The only problem that he had was how would he survive the journey? How could he eat and be in shape to encounter his new place of living? He thought and found that very simply, for just the few days that the journey would take, he would be able to survive, more than survive in fact, on cheese and crackers. So he bought enough cheese and crackers for the journey, and he felt that it would be what he needed, even though he would be a little hungry for better things. Maybe by the third day, when he longed for better food than only cheese and crackers, he was standing by the door of his cabin when he saw a waiter heading to the dining room of that ship. And the smell of the food in the tray attracted him greatly. He even stopped the waiter and said, "Sir, please tell me, is it possible that I would individually pay for one meal similar to the one that you are bringing on this tray to the dining room?" The man said, "Yes, that would be possible, but could you show me your ticket first?" So he went inside and brought the ticket. The waiter looked at it and he said, "You have the right for all of the meals that are being served in the dining room. You don't need to pay any extra." And what a joy it was for him, but also what a sadness in realizing that all of the meals could have been enjoyed up to that point without him having to pay any extra. The lesson that immediately came to mind is that all of us have promises from God. We are richer than many times we think ourselves to be. We have boundless privileges and benefits available to us. We don't need anything extra. We simply need to claim to ourselves the things that are already our possession, which have been made abundantly available to us, so that we may live the type of lives that are truly radiant and meaningful and with purpose. So, friend, whatever your condition might be, I hope that you may reflect on what is already yours by sonship, by privilege, by your relationship to Almighty God, instead of seeking other things that are more perishable. Obviously, the Scotsman very quickly realized that the crackers got very crumbly and the cheese was no longer what it was when he first bought it. But something good awaited him, and he was able to eat abundantly many meals and be satisfied until he landed in New York Harbor. And from there on, he sought that new life that he had come to enjoy. So keep that in mind and remember the unlimited resources that have been made available to you, as they have been to me and to as many as put their trust in God alone. Bye-bye.